Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you're all doing so well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe. It would absolutely make my day. I have my winter beauty essentials for you today, and I have been thinking about this kind of over the past couple of months because I've been doing a lot of traveling to some colder, winderier places. I live in LA and it's kind of warm here all the time, but we do have the heating on at the moment, so it is affecting my skin and my hair a lot. I have very dry and very sensitive skin as it is. I get eczema and I'm generally just like very dry skinned. So a lot of these products I use year round, but I've been amping things up on the moisture level to the next level, and I really wanted to share with you my absolute holy grail winter essentials. I am looking down here because I have all my products down here. So shall we just get into the first section? So I'm going to go ahead and kick things off with hair care. Now, since I coloured my hair about a year ago, I have been taking extra special care of my hair. So I make sure I use all the right shampoos and all that good stuff when I'm in the shower, and I never use anything with like sulfates or anything like that because I find it really dries my hair out. I also tend to only really wash my hair kind of once, maybe twice a week, and then I keep my heat styling to a minimum. However, and obviously use a heat protectant. However, for extra moisture, I've been using this guy. This is the Redken Diamond Oil, and I've been loving this stuff. So personally, I find I used to use Moroccan oil, but it really weighed my hair down. It kind of made the texture a bit strange. But what I love about the diamond oil is, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of watery. Doesn't even look like I've used a lot, and I've had this for a year, which is crazy. This is a 100ml bottle, but I really use this every single day. And what I like to do is I'll use it when my hair's kind of damp out of the shower. I'd like to try and let my hair dry naturally as much as possible, and then sometimes I'll just go over it at the ends. But what I tend to do when it's sort of damp, I'll pump a few pumps of this into my hands and I'll run it through kind of the mid sections down to the ends of my hair, and I find it really gives that kind of moisturized texture to my hair, I guess. And then once it's dry, like once I've styled it, I've curled it today, I'll pop just one pump of this because it goes quite a long way, and I'll just run it through the ends of my hair just to add that extra bit of moisture and kind of finish to the hair. I'm kind of at that point where I need a haircut, so it really helps to kind of like make everything look a lot smoother and sleeker. And yeah, I've really enjoyed this. Okay, next let's move on to my face, and I have been using this particular product for over a year now, probably like 2 years. However, I just don't need to change it up because it works so amazingly. What I'm talking about is this. This is the Josie Maran Argan Cleansing Oil. This is amazing on my skin. I use this for a double cleanse. So the first cleanse, it removes all my makeup, all gone, perfect. And then my second cleanse is obviously to get all the grime and the dirt, and I just use a hot cloth, take it all off, and it like melts into nothing. It doesn't leave a residue on my face, and I absolutely love it. Like I say, my skin is so sensitive, and I've found in the past with other cleansers that it just strips my skin of all the oils in like a bad way, and I just left feeling with that kind of like stingy feeling on my face, which I absolutely hate. So this product has just been something I can't live without generally, and I definitely recommend this in the winter time if you're looking for something that's a little bit more hydrating in your cleansing routine. Then moving on to my favorite serum for hydration, it is this one. This is a travel size because, like I say, I've been traveling a lot. This is the Oral Hendrickson Truth Serum, collagen boosted with True C complex. Basically, it has vitamin C in it, and what this does is it really brightens and hydrates my skin, and I just really love the look of it. If my skin's kind of having that dull day and I haven't got a chance to like do a mask and a whole thing, this is my absolute go-to. I literally do cleanse, tone, serum, and then I'll use like a glowy primer or something like that underneath my makeup, and it just works perfectly. Oh, sunscreen in there as well. But this just works so nicely on my skin. I'm not left with a residue or anything like that. But like I say, my skin looks plump, hydrated, and healthy after I use this, and yeah, I absolutely love it. Okay, so this next type of product is oils. Now, typically I actually like to use more of a moisturizer than an oil in the day and in the night. However, when my skin is kind of having a bad moment in the winter, which happens quite often, I recently had a facial that I reacted badly with a product, and I ended up with this kind of like dry patch all along my jawline. It was really stingy and it was awful. I hated it. I tend to reach for oils, and oils that I've absolutely loved using over the last year or so are the Josie Maran oils. Again, I really like the argan oils. I find them so good on my skin. They don't clog my pores, they just like sink in. I love them. So they do two, and I have both of them here. This is the Josie Maran light argan oil, and this is the pure argan oil, which is like, oh, they're both pure argan oils, but this is the light version and this is the full kind of shebang version. And I have kind of small sizes of these, and I don't use them that often, and literally you need like one tiny pump and that's your whole face done. But whilst my skin's kind of been a bit all over the place, this is what I like to reach for. The light one's amazing in the day for under makeup, and then the pure one I use like overnight as an overnight treatment, and it's amazing. I wake up, my skin looks hydrated and like really moisturized and plump, like I say, and I just really like these products. I find, like I said, when I'm having a moment with my skin, I don't want to like put all weird like chemicals and stuff on there. I just want to go with something that's going to make my skin feel a lot better, and that's exactly what these do. My skin has really recovered, and I put it down to these guys. So I want to move on to lips, because I find that lips is the area that I seem to forget about quickly. So I'm sure other people are the same, and I found when I went skiing at New Year, my lips were just raw, and actually my nose and everything, from like blowing your nose constantly. When you're skiing, you're just in that wind all the time, and it's just the area that seems to go. So once I got to that point where my lips were like dry and chapped, I didn't really know what to do. I was slathering like coconut oil and all these different like products on there to try and like moisturize them, and then these were the things that really saved me. So first up, this is the Tarte Pout Prep. This is actually a lip scrub, and it smells ridiculous. It's like a sweet mint, if I was going to describe it. And basically, it doesn't look like I've used a lot, but I actually have been slathering this all over my lips. So what this does, which I love, is it exfoliates your lips and like takes that kind of like chapped, dead skin away, but it doesn't like irritate them more. It's really, really, really gentle, and I absolutely love that. And I could use this and then probably not put on a chapstick or like a lip balm for a while, which to me says a lot, because honestly I was like slathering stuff on because they were so sore. But this stuff really, really helped. It kind of took off that first dead layer of skin and then left a really nice moisturized lip. And then the other product that is like a holy grail for me, mostly when I go skiing, is this. This is the Aquaphor Lip Protectant and Sunscreen. Repairs, protects for severely dry lips, and it has SPF 30 in it. This is amazing. It's kind of like got a little like lip glossy look to it, which isn't bad, I don't think. And it comes in this little tube with the little kind of spout, and I popped this on all over my lips. And before I went out skiing, and then afterwards, I was just kind of like kept reapplying, because I feel like that is the area, honestly, we forget about. And this Aquaphor really saved my lips the most recent time I went skiing, because I didn't end up with super chapped lips, which is amazing. So yeah, Aquaphor and the Tarte Lip Scrub, you need it in your life. Okay, so moving on to some body essentials. I'm going to start off with my hands. I love cuticle oils, but I recently ran out of mine. I'll pop a link to one that I love down below, so you can check that one out if you'd like to. But one thing that is really, really important to me that I keep beside my bed is my hand cream. I want my hands to stay looking as young as possible, especially living out here in the sun. My hands are always on the steering wheel, so that this part of my hand is always in the sun. So I'm always putting sunscreen on my hands, but I also think keeping them really moisturized and healthy looking is really important. And I find when I am in the winter time, whenever I wash my hands feel super dry. So I like to keep this one beside my bed, and I also have a mini hand cream in my handbag that I keep with me. This one is the Body Shop Shea hand cream, and it smells amazing. I love this stuff. Oh my gosh. It smells like, I don't really know. I guess it smells like shea butter, but it kind of smells like a yummy man to me. Yeah, it's kind of masculine. I like it. Anyway, so I keep this beside my bed. I like to slather it all the way up to my elbows, keeping my skin really hydrated and moisturized and smelling pretty darn good. So yeah, hand cream, very important. Then sticking with body, I am a humongous fan of this. This is the Vaseline Intensive Care Unscented for very dry skin. Prescription strength moisturization, accepted by the National Eczema Association. This stuff is something I've used for as long as I can remember. I like to use a super simple body moisturizer. I get out the shower and I slather this everywhere and it sinks into the skin immediately. Whenever I haven't used this, if I've like traveled somewhere and I've kind of got a mini size of a body cream, or like I've forgotten to bring one with me and I've used the one in the hotel or whatever, my skin is always dry and like, I would say crispy feeling, which is a weird thing to say, but it honestly is to me. It's like, feels horrible. But when I use this, my skin feels great. It's, like I say, it's not scented. It's super easy on my skin. It doesn't sting or anything like that, which I find sounds strange, but some products really hurt me. And yeah, this one is amazing. The Intensive Care Advanced Repair. Get it, get it, get it. It's so freaking good. And then finally, moving on to my favorite part of my winter essentials, it is my tanning routine. Now, I don't tan that often. I'm not one of those people that can like, I feel like I can't fit it in, honestly. Like, to have a night where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tan tonight just doesn't seem to happen. But I try to do a tan once every like 2 weeks, or if I know I have something important coming up, I like to make sure I'm like nice and tanned. And I always struggled to find a fake tan or a false tan that worked for me, because like I say, my skin is so dry and sensitive and I get these little eczema patches, honestly, and it's so hard because the tan literally like clings to those. So I feel like I finally got it down pat, and with all my kind of other hydrating products, it's helping my skin to have a good base, to feel hydrated and be hydrated. The products that I've absolutely been loving, thanks to my sister who introduced me to them, is the range from EcoTan, and I have a few different things in my lap here. So first up, the actual tan that I use. I like to use the Invisible Tan for medium to olive skin. This is such a nice product, doesn't have a gross like tan smell. It's 100% vegan and it doesn't hurt my skin. Again, vegan, organic, certified toxic free. It is an Australian brand and it's fantastic. I honestly can't rave about this enough. I like to use this all over my body. I don't use this on my face. I'll show you what I do use. And I recently actually got this set for my sister for my birthday, and she got me this. This is the like pre-scrubber, and this is so good. It literally is like cloth, but once you pop it on your skin, it really exfoliates well, and it just means it's not another product that I have to buy. I find when I want to get my tan off, if it hasn't like worn away fully, even though it always just kind of wears away naturally and evenly, I like to use this guy to like scrub off the little areas, but honestly I pretty much just use this pre-tan. And then I go in with the Invisible Tan all over my body. It's just a super natural, gorgeous colour. There's one I think called the Winter Skin, which is like a tinted, like a moisturizer that kind of tints over time. My sister had that and I tried it out and I absolutely loved that too. That was really good. I just particularly like this one. And then for my face, I recently picked this up in this little bag, and it is this. It's the EcoTan Face Tan Water Natural Colour for all skin types, and it has orange peel, rose geranium and aloe vera in it. And again, my skin, my face, which is the most sensitive area, is absolutely fine with this, which is incredible to me. So what I tend to do is I do my usual skincare routine and I don't go in with any kind of like hydrating products. I'll use this overnight, and then the next day when I like shower it off, the same with the tan, I'll then put some more moisturizer and stuff on. And For my body, I tend to use the Vaseline. I pop loads of it on my elbows and on my wrists and on my hands and on my ankles and knees, all the kind of dry areas. I put loads of it on there, so when I'm putting the tan on, I find that it doesn't like stick to any of those kind of slightly more dry areas. But yeah, overall, Eco-Tan is amazing, and I'll be sure to link everything down below. They actually do a set which I got, which is all the bits. It's the scrubber, the face wash, the face water and the tan, and yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's awesome. And that is it, you guys. That is all of my winter beauty essentials. I'd love to know what your winter essentials are. Leave them in the comments down below, and also check out the description box if you want to pick any of the things up that I've talked about. They're all amazing products, and I'll be sure to link everything down there. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next one.